Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Yeah, don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. I just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. 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 Yeah, I just wanna be great.
What up, everyone? This is your favorite guy, Mr. 3-5 himself. Today, I am fin to have my man of the hour, Mr. Rodrigo. He is joining the show from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hello, Mr. Rodrigo. How you doing? You muted.
Good, how are you?
How you doing? I finally got him on the show, everyone. This is my man, Mr. Rodrigo, USM catcher. Welcome to the show, my man.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Man, whew. I was like, man, it's a pleasure to have one of the local guys on the show from USM Hattiesburg, man. That used to be my stomping ground when I was over there.
Oh, nice.
And the cold northern, man, it's just miserable.
Yeah.
How you doing, Rodrigo?
Good, I'm doing good. We just got back from Dallas. We went to play there this weekend, so I'm a little tired, but I'm doing good.
I can understand that.
Yes,
I can understand. We're gonna get with that. All right. First of all, Rodrigo, let's get a little hit story from story time is what I call it. So, where you originally from, Rodrigo? Where you come
I'm
from?
original from Guatemala. It's right underneath Mexico.
Right.
So I'm from the city, Guatemala City, Guatemala. It's called, and that's where I'm That's where I'm from.
Okay. So, did you play ball down there? How do you end up in over in the States?
Yes, I grew up playing baseball. My dad was a baseball player.
Nice.
And my mom she was actually an Olympic swimmer.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Olympic? Wait a minute. Your mom swam like that?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So you was athlete all
So
around.
we grew up with sports, but then it was one point where I told my mom, I was like, I don't think swimming is for me. Like I'm just gonna stick with baseball.
Oh, nice.
And then one of my mom's sisters, she married someone in Florida, and she lived there for a while. So we had the chance to move with her in high school to finish high school and then be able to get a college opportunity to play baseball. So through her, that's how it started.
Okay, nice. So what position did you play while you was in high school? When you came back over to Florida?
I was always like my main position was a catcher, but I was athletic enough in high school. You know, in high school, like they change positions and stuff. So I was athletic enough to play third or some second base, some pitching, but mostly I played third base and some catching throughout high school. And it was not until college when they made me a full catcher.
Oh my goodness. So from high school to you went to JUCO, right? From high school?
I did. I went to it's called St. Petersburg College in Florida. It's in St. Petersburg, obviously. I went there for my freshman year and then my fall of my sophomore year. So I left there fall of 2019.
Right.
And then I moved to another JUCO in Oklahoma. It's called Western Oklahoma.
The Pioneers.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That's why I moved beginning of 2020, and then I've been there since this May. So no, May 2021. So a year and a half almost.
Man, you've been traveling all over the country, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so while you was in high school or JUCO, did you ever make it to like state champion or any kind of World Series? While you in JUCO?
My senior year of high school, we made it to states, and then we lost in the semifinals, and then my this past year with junior college with Oklahoma, we made it to the World Series.
Oh,
Yeah, but we lost in the final, so
oh man, that sucks.
it was tough. We lost to LSU Unis.
Oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, it was a tough one.
So let me ask you this. So while you was in Oklahoma, right? So how was your recruiting? How did school come after you? How do you decide like where you really wanted to go?
So I felt when I was in Florida, I felt like I wasn't developing as much as I needed. So that's why I decided to transfer to Oklahoma. I heard the Pioneers are really good, which they were. So I got fortunate to get a scholarship from them. And then so I went there, and then when I got there, the head coach, Coach Russell, he just kept telling me to keep playing my game, and he's gonna find an opportunity for me if I keep doing my thing, if I keep doing good in school. He was gonna find an opportunity, and I had several options, but then my brother has been here for a while, obviously.
Right.
So they also knew about me, and luckily they needed a catcher for this year.
Okay.
And I mean, nothing better than playing Division One with my brother, so I couldn't let that go.
Right. Hey, it's nothing like having family on the team, right?
Exactly.
It's make it that much better.
Yes, sir.
So like you said, USM. So what make USM playing at Pete Park so special to you?
Wow, the fans.
The fans, yeah.
The fans. Oh, I remember I always told my dad, I was like, whenever I can watch he's been here for a while, so I was in high school watching my brother. And I was just telling him, I was like, wow, I can't even imagine playing in front of these fans. Like it seems so fun. And then I remember clearly my first at bat, it was like, I was just looking, I was like, wow, like it's fun.
It's fun.
So I think the fans made it special.
So let me ask you this question. When was the first time you realized like I'm in some serious competition? Like the first fastball, the first catch. So what clicked to you like, man, these guys can play?
I think it was mostly my first catch. I remember we probably heard of him, Hurston Waldrop, or thrower. So when I heard he throw 98, I was like, oh man. And then I remember catching him the first bullpen, and I was like, oh man, like you gotta be ready for this.
Right.
I think that's when it first clicked me how good they are at this level.
Oh man, that's sweet. So let me ask you this. So the transfer portal. So you use the transfer portal, and I always ask the people who I talk with, do you think the transfer portal is good for like high school? Is it bad for high school players like who wanna join a team, or is it good for them? Like they can wait a year, sit and develop. What do you think?
I think on the transfer portal, well, I don't know about high school now, but for example, D1, you can transfer from one D1 to another without having to sit down anymore for a year.
Right.
So I feel like there's just sometimes that you don't get the opportunity that you deserve, or maybe you just you get unlucky and you land at the wrong team, which I mean, there's way too many. I mean, that happens really often. So I feel like it is a good thing if you feel like you really deserve a chance when you're not getting it.
Right.
I think that's when it's a good option to get in the transfer portal and just go find a place where you can show your level of playing.
Right. So let me ask you this. Right. So what is let's see, how can I put it? Who inspired your game? Like who do you mold your game after as a catcher? Because I was
I honestly, if you want me to be honest, it's after Ivan Rodriguez, the Hall of
Ivan
Famer.
Rodriguez. Okay,
So
yes.
his nickname, that's where my nickname comes from. His nickname is Pudge.
Pudge.
And that's why my Twitter is Poge. Because
Poach.
when I
Okay.
was little, I thought that's how you spell it. So every
Yeah.
time someone will ask for my name, I'll be like, I'm Poach. Nice to meet you. And that's how I just stuck with me since I was little, and I grew up watching him. And I actually met him once, so it was just I'm stuck with him.
Met your hero. Me, Mike Piazza, man. Ivan Rodriguez, those cats. I believe it or not, I watched a lot of baseball, and I had this little baseball game. That's how I know. That's how I know.
Yeah.
And so since those guys inspire you, so I'm gonna ask you this. Glad you said it. So we're gonna play this game called cut, bench, or start.
Okay.
So you got Ivan Rodriguez, Mike Piazza,
Okay.
and Jose Prestada. Which one you gonna start? Which one you gonna bench? And which one you gonna cut?
I think I'll call Jose,
Okay.
and I think I might start Mike Piazza.
Oh my goodness! No Ivan.
It's just Mike could he could really
Ivan.
hit. I remember him that he could really hit.
Yeah, Mike he can spank that ball pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
I remember he could hit. So nothing better than a catcher that can hit.
Rodrigo, I ain't gonna even lie to you. I didn't know. I talked to a couple of guys where I worked with. I did not know how hard catcher was.
Yeah.
I did not know it. I'm like, dude, I'm like,
pretty tough.
it's like y'all the QB of the baseball field.
It's like I think it's like an O-line or something. Like you get hit after hit after hit. And you just gotta keep going.
Let me ask you this. Explain catcher to someone like me who's a novice and my other people who's watching.
Okay, so
catcher job.
So obviously the main thing is catch the ball. Okay. But the main focus is to not let the ball go by you. No matter what you got to do, catch, block, whatever you got to kick, whatever you got to do, don't let it go behind you. So that's when it gets complicated because pitchers start throwing curveballs to the ground or fastballs to the ground. That's when catching really gets hard. Not when they throw it right at you, because right at you, you catch it, you get hit hard. So that's when it comes to play. When that ball hits the ground, you gotta read it to be able to hit your chest or hit somewhere that you're gonna stop it. Right. Because not only it's coming at you hard, but when the ball bounces, it takes another hop. So if it's going to if it's a curveball, the direction of the curveball when it hits the ground, it goes the other way. So if you try to follow the ball, then you get tricked by the ball and it hits on the wrong side of you. So it also comes with a little tricky part, not only just stopping the ball, but just knowing what's going to do when it hits the ground. So it's tough, but it's fun because, I mean, you're in it every pitch. Every pitch you got to do something different. So it's fun. It's hard, but it's fun.
All right. One of the fans asked me, who has the hardest pitcher to catch? Like the hardest pitch to catch? Curveball, knuckleball, slider?
I would say, like I was telling you guys, Hurston Waldron. Overall, he probably has the hardest fastball for sure, the hardest curveball, the hardest slider, and the hardest changeup of the team. Like he has them all. And his toughest pitch to catch, I'll probably say it's his curveball. Because his curveball can spin really hard, really fast. Like you don't see it from the stands, but when you're in there, it's coming at you fast. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Someone else asked, what was it? What is your favorite memory that playing baseball growing up?
Oh, that's a great question. I might say maybe my last tournament in Guatemala before having to move to the United States. I remember it was the last tournament, it ended in May. And then I was traveling in August for good. Like I was moving to the United States. So I feel like that's one of my best memories when I won the last championship with the team that I grew up playing with back home. So I think that's one of my most special memories in baseball.
Hey, that is special. It's nothing like home team.
Yes,
nothing like that, man. So let me ask you this. Another game we play is what position would each member of your family will play if you were starting? Like your brother, you, your mom. She could be the manager. She could be whatever.
You're the water girl, just passing me the water.
Yeah. So, what position each of your family member will be on your baseball team?
Okay. Obviously, my brother's an outfielder, so I'm gonna stick with him in the outfield.
Okay.
My dad played third base, so I'm sticking with him in the hot corner. He knows how to play that.
Hot corner.
And I'll say my mom, we used to play slow pitch back home, and she played good second base, so I could put her in second base.
So obviously you're gonna be the catcher, right?
I'm gonna stick with the catcher position. I'll take the tough one.
Good deal. So let me ask you this, Rodrigo. Do you have to know every pitch of your pitchers that come up from the bullpen?
Yes. You not only have to know what their balls do, like what their fastball do, what their changeup or curve or whatever, but you gotta also know that if this pitcher comes in and he's missing a little bit to the left, why is he missing? Because it's not the same as if the other guy is missing to the left a little. So it comes to a little tricky. You gotta know them, and that's what we practice with them so much.
My goodness. All right, so let me ask you this. Head coach, Coach Berry, right?
Yes, sir.
What type of person is? Many people would like to know, how is Coach Berry? What he's like?
He looks scary. Coach Berry looks scary, but he's an awesome person. Like on the field, yeah, like he's a great coach. He's tough on you. Like he wants to see the best out of you. But outside the field, like he's awesome. Like Coach Berry is really a great person. Like he's just so genuinely, like he's nice. Like he really is.
He's a real nice dude. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it. I want you to tell me about this guy here. Let's see. If I can pull it up, forgive me because my stuff is slow. Where is it? Here we go. All right, I want you to tell me about this guy here. Can you see it?
Wow. That's awesome. You know what's the craziest part about that?
What's that?
That painting is in his room on the wall.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Man. So what can you tell me about this man? I'm sure he was like an inspiration to you growing up.
Wow, that guy, he's just, there's so many good things about him that the little wrong things he has, like you don't even like acknowledge them. Like he's such a role model. He's a great person. Like he takes care of his teammates, he takes care of his stuff. Just a very mature person, to be honest.
Right.
Yes, sir. He's the golden eagle. Like he's the man here. He's the man. We joke around that he's the mayor in Hattiesburg now. So.
Oh my goodness. So what? You don't have to tell me all the good details, but what's some funny story that you can tell us that about your brother?
You know what? He was telling me this other day that it has never happened to me, but he said as a fun fact. And he said that in his dreams, someone in America could be talking to him, but they're talking to him in Spanish, even if that person doesn't know Spanish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what his dreams were. I was like, that's crazy. Like,
That's crazy. That's some crazy stuff. Oh my goodness, man. So what is it like playing with your brother, Rodrigo?
oh, I mean, at this level, it's way better. Like we grew up playing together. We're in the same academy. It was my dad's academy, so we grew up playing with it. We played in the Guatemala national team together for a couple of years, and then high school we played together. And then once we hit college, we just got our own ways. I remember I was like, I'm jealous of you. Like, I want to be there. Like, that's just the dream. Like, I want to be there. Like, keep working. Like, blah blah blah. And then I remember when I first got the offer, we are just like, it's happening. Like, it's happening. So when I first got here, I remember like the first day was just like a little like weird. I was like, wow, like I'm really on your team now. Like we really like we made it. Like we're on the same team. And then after that, it's just been like awesome. Like if you go to the games, like you can see us like talking to each other in Spanish. Like I will scream at him in Spanish. Like it's just awesome because it's just our language. It's just like being able to talk with someone, that someone being your brother is pretty special.
Man, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, another thing is this. So, what is your pre-game tradition? Like before a game, you gotta do this. You gotta eat this. Your food, your music. What is it that you your pre-game ritual?
Okay. If we play, if we're talking about like playing at home. I like to play. I like to play some video games in the morning, just to get me going. I'm a big video game guy, so I like to play some video games just to get my day going. Every game is just like at least one game, just get it in and it's just a thing.
Right.
And it depends what team I choose, depending on if I do good in the game or not. So if I do good in the game, the real game, then I stick with the team I'm playing with in the video game. If not, I gotta stick it up.
Good deal, good deal.
And then really just when I get to the locker room, the first thing I do is just make me either a PB&J or some little snack there, and then just put my headphones, listen to some Spanish music that will get me going, get me a little moving. And then that's basically it. I just sit there, listen to Spanish, get me a little energetic, and then I head out to the field to do my thing. So
there you go. So let me ask you this: what dish do you miss from home? Like you can't. The only way you get it, either you go home or mama cook it. So what is your like that dish?
I think it's really tamales from back home.
Okay.
It's like they're different. They're not the same as here. Like they're special over there. Like that's our main food. It's not like our main food, but it's like a typical food over there.
Right. See, my wife, she's Latino.
Okay.
And tamales, she was like, these American tamales.
Yeah, I know. They're
like these American tamales. I'm like, I don't know. How would I supposed to know? You know? She was like, okay, it's like. She said for you, it's like someone cooking greens, and then you go to someone else, they cooking. I'm like, oh, well, yeah. I said, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. And I have taste some. Her grandmother, Manuela Ortega, she cooked it, dude. She from the way back. I mean, she was like 90-something years old cooking this. And I mean, dude, she stuck her foot, and I'm like, man. and now when I go other places and I eat tamales, I'm like,
yeah, they're not.
This ain't no tamales.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. So let me ask you this, rounding out. So rounding third base and coming home, what advice would you tell young catchers or young guys who's looking for that opportunity, who's like from Guatemala, Puerto Rico, Costa Rica, or even in America? What advice would you give them on coming up and trying to make it to the D1 level or the JUCO level here in the States or wherever they may be?
Well, first off, it's got to be clear and it's got to be like straight up that it's not easy. Like nothing's gonna get handed to you just like that, no matter the talent that you have, or if you even have just a little bit of talent, like nothing's gonna get handed to you. So you just gotta work. Honestly, that's the main focus is work and trust the work that you put in. And the more work that you put in, the more trust that you're gonna have in your work, and then the better results that you're gonna see. So honestly, like no matter where you at, no matter your talent, no matter what you're thinking, is work on the weaknesses of your game and just trust what you're doing. Just trust your work. That's really the biggest, especially with baseball. That is like a mental game. You gotta stick with the plan. You gotta stick with your work and just follow it. You're gonna have bumps. You're gonna have a lot of mistakes. I mean, baseball is a game of failures, so you gotta learn how to fail. You gotta know that you're gonna fail. So you just gotta, like our coaches always tell us, just stay consistent. Like that's what baseball is. If you stay consistent, you're gonna go far. So that's really the main.
Okay. So Rodrigo, what is a quote that you live by? Like this is like I interview your buddy, one of your USM buddies, not buddy, but I don't know if you met him. He's a football player, Malik Shorts.
I know about, yeah, I know of them.
Okay, so his quote is always remember your why. And he stated like he lived by that. He said this when times get tough, I just remember why I'm doing this and something like that. So what is your quote? What is something that you like it just keep you going like that?
I think my main thing is be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Okay.
So when I think of that, it makes me just think of when I'm not feeling good, or when I'm having a little mental mistakes, or like something that is not making me comfortable. It's just the same thing as I was just saying a little bit ago. Just stick with the plan, keep working, and battle through it. That's what it's mostly about. Just battle through stuff.
Man, that's nice, man. That's nice. So anyway, man, Rodrigo, man, I appreciate it. You won't know how much this means to me, and the people watching, they've been waiting on a baseball guy. And I'm
Yes,
like,
sir.
hey, I got one coming. Hey, listen, you're gonna have to bring your brother on. You and your brother is gonna have to come on here and talk some baseball, because
Sounds
I know it's his last. That's another thing. It's his last year. How is he feeling right now? I know he's a senior.
He's just trying to enjoy his last year. He's just trying to have fun and go day with day, because that's gonna come to an end soon. So he's just trying to enjoy it.
Oh man. But how you feeling about that? Because you like, this is my brother last year.
It's sad, but we still have a long season, so we're just thinking day by day and game with game, playing with each other and having fun with each other right now. We'll worry about that later.
Right. Man, I know y'all had a tough loss in that series in Dallas. Tough loss. So your brother on his Twitter said he won a World Series. He want to get there. So how are y'all coming about? How is the coaches helping y'all keep that vision in mind of trying to make that? Because the last time it was made is when I was in Mississippi, 2009, Corky Palmer. He made it then, and he's been a legend ever since. But he didn't make it. He got knocked out. But so is that a goal of you guys on the team?
I mean, yes, it's always that's the main goal of playing at this level, just making it to Omaha or wherever it is. But honestly, like our coaches just keep telling us, and I just literally said this, is what they tell us is stay consistent. Like baseball is a long game, it's a long season, it's a marathon. You just gotta stay consistent the whole way, and then the results will come if you put in the work and you stay consistent with this. So that's what they always tell us. No matter if we win, no matter if we just we just got swept, it don't matter where we are, just stay consistent, keep your levels the same, and just keep rolling through it, because it's a long season.
Right. And I like that quote you said, be comfortable while being uncomfortable. I like that. to me, the way you explain it, that is baseball, man. That is baseball, man. Rodrigo, man, I appreciate it, man. It's been a blessing to have you on. Thank you again. Like I said, you and your brother's gonna have to come on. Okay, we'll call it the sibling segment, and we can get you two guys on. Y'all can just start sharing some stories, just talking that talk, and man, we can get together again soon.
Sounds good.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Everyone said hey, and we appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much. Go Eagles, man.
Yes, sir. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles.
See ya.
See ya. Man, again, that was my boy, Rodrigo from Guatemala, USM catcher. The guy gonna be good. He's gonna be good. And Lord know, I never ever in my life thought catcher was that hard. Think about how many people in the bullpen. It's crazy, man. I didn't think nothing about that, you know? Nothing about that. But again, this is the USM segment of 3-5 Sports, talking to my man Rodrigo. And y'all go check him out at Peak Taylor Park, especially you Mississippi people. And I forgot to tell Rodrigo, you have to try Tony's tamales. Tony's tamale, Rodrigo. When you see this segment, they got some good tamales. Tony's tamales. So when you get a chance and you go play at Trustmark Park, find a Tony's tamales. Tell him Reggie sent you. And he'll hook you up on some tamales. All right? Remember, stay good. Be comfortable while being uncomfortable is the quote for today from my man Rodrigo. And again, peace. And I appreciate everyone who's on the show. Thank you again for coming on the show. And on that note, hasta luego.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless, a sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the glory. Don't want a life that is complacent or possibly boring. Just want a life that is worth every day exploring.
My whole life I just wanted someone who would notice me. My whole life I just wanted to be somebody to be. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, I just wanna be great. Yeah, yeah.